Hello, chat. How is you? If that is your real name. Let's do what we gotta do. You know, the rule of chat or the rule of stream is upset the kitty. Bring the kitty on camera for a minute. Say hi to Storm Lost. And then we put Storm Lost back. Storm Lost is enjoying the fact that I did laundry last night. So the t-shirt that serves as the bedding in her box is now freshly devoid of cat hair, except what she's put in it since last night. Which hasn't actually been all that much, because she has taken to sleeping up against the TV screen because it is made of warm. And yeah, that was a thing. So we're gonna have a good time. What are we doing? We are on our hardcore character. We got a winter Lute equipped. We're at 173 durability out of 2,000. This is taking forever. And it's taking forever for a couple of different reasons. Number one is I'm taking my time. And number two, unlike Cordovan, I'm not running on Elite. Because, yeah, I'm not running on Elite. So, it's all good. Little kitten. Little kitten. Little kitten. So, we're going to have fun tonight. We're going to try not to die. And I'm going to eat candy. I got a little chalky here. These are called Sixers, I think. No, Sixlets. And they are a candy that I don't get very often. Basically what they are is chocolate in a candy-coated shell. And you may be like, well, it sounds like an M&M. It actually isn't an M&M. The chocolate inside is different. I'm not sure what the chocolate is different, but I like it. I think it might be Palmer chocolate. This might be a Palmer candy. I don't know which company makes it, but it tastes like Palmer chocolate. And I know some people like, Palmer chocolate's not really chocolate. Who gives a crap? Anyhow, how's everybody doing tonight? I should go post in the DDO Discord that I'm streaming. That's me. That's me. Alright. Some poor soul died at level 12. Poor soul. So I have a couple of thoughts of what I want to do here. Because I would also like to point out something interesting that I'm the one who mentioned it first at least posted a picture of it in Discord, is one of the things about the Symphony of the Fae event is as each server reaches a milestone, here's some of the Archfey looks different. So we're actually going to turn ourselves away from where I was going. I'm going to show you. We're going to go to the hut beyond. The hut from beyond. And here's some on Shadowdale. So Shadowdale is obviously the leader in what's been going on. And I suspect basically it's based on loot turn-ins. Get more people on Shadowdale doing the event, turning in their loots. And it has made Hearsome change his appearance, We had already seen where he started off pink, with pink motes waffling around him. And then he turned a purpley blue with blue motes around him. And now, I don't want to do housekeeping, shush. I'll do housekeeping, but not yet. I have the quest ready to go. But here's some on Shadowdale is green with green motes around him. And he doesn't look like he's writhing in pain like this. He's more like, I'm floating. The leading theory right now, at least Sardonic, Rabbit Fox, is thinking that the next stage will be, Hearsome is okay now! You have saved Hearsome! And so here's the buff that your world is going to get. So we haven't seen it yet. We don't know what the next tier is or what we need to do it, other than I believe it's based on loot turn-ins. So turn in your loots, get it done, and that's a whole thing. So Shadowdale is currently winning, though I'm a little bit surprised. I would have expected Thrain to be very close behind in that. Because there are still a ton of people on Thrain. We can actually go in here as well. We're about to go into the Cerulean Hills because I'm going to do the Gatekeeper's quest because they are wham bam thank you ma'am. Also having chocolate. Yeah, so sixlets, I don't know who makes them. They're just really tasty. I like them. I think part of it is also the chocolate, not just the flavor, but the mouthfeel, the texture is a little bit different. And it's so tasty. Alright. I have all of the Gatekeeper's quests picked up from this little quest pack. And so I'm currently holding 7. And I haven't taken 7 yet because I still want to do 3s and get the motes. Cordovan did mention a couple of things. He played... he discussed what's coming up in Update 77, and somebody screen capped it. That what's going to happen is motes will, well, when the update happens next week, motes will now ping a player with a message when they spawn. So you'll know that they have spawned without just looking at the minimap and hoping you saw a red dot. They're going to increase it to where in epics you need to be within 6 levels of the quest in order to have a mote spawn. Previously in like heroics it's 3. You have to be, so if I want a mote to spawn, the highest level I can be at for a level 3 quest is I can only be level 7. So that's as far as I can go. Wait, no, that's too far. I can only be level 6 and do level 3 quests. So it's a 3 level difference. But in epics, they're going to allow it to be where you can do a quest up to, you can be over 6 levels over the quest before you stop spawning motes in for it. So it's going to be really nice. So, for example, the Catacombs 3 quest, you have to be level 6 on Heroic, and if you want to do the level 23 Catacombs quest, you can be up to level 39. Or 39? It says 39. Cordo did mean 29. He will fix that. These are the temporary notes that he showed on stream. So they're not live. Issues have been corrected with some thrown weapons not getting their Vow of Glory designation, so they're going to fix that. Lord Arden will reference the correct reward for Lute the Summer Flight. And Lute spell used to activate in Harvest modes and no longer has a line of sight check, which could fail under certain conditions. They're kind of thinking that's causing a lot of the motes to fail. I'm like, bruh, I'm sitting on top of the mote. How is that missing a line of sight check? And they're going to be moving the NPCs to another side of Korthos. And there was more, but the person deleted the screen capture. But basically, they're going to make the event better. Not necessarily faster, just better. So, good times. Alright. That being said, let's go do some quests. These are going to be level 3 quests, so they're going to be trivial for me to do, but the name of the game is to get the motes. The name of the game is not to run risks, because this is the winter / hardcore character. So we're going in with full hires blazing. So technically I probably could do these on Elite and get better rewards out of the motes, but I also don't want to die due to getting ahead of myself, because I'm not on a tanky character. This character is more geared toward pew 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 pew. So let's look for our quests here in the Cerulean Hills. We have one here, so we'll go do that one first. The Sepulchre of the Ancients. And we're going to mount up. Okay. And you can pretty much do these quests in any order until you get to housekeeping. You should probably do that one last. Again, we're here to do the slow and easy path. This one can be a little bit fun because it can be a little spicy. Okay.
The local orcs have transformed this cave into a shrine. Something glimmers nearby. It must be one of the visions revealed by the gatekeeper's spell. A groan from the nearby cot shows that this orc elder is alive, though not in any condition to receive guests.
All right. So my goal is not to necessarily challenge myself, but rather get through the content, stay alive. And so what I have done is I happen to have... I'm debating how I want to do this, I'll be honest. Because I happen to have an autos box, and I bought an improved Epic Autos box with the recent autos sale. And I'm debating which character that I'm going to which character I might send through the autos stuff. Isn't there supposed to be like a second? No, that's the way we came in. Yeah, let's move here. I haven't done these quests in so long, it's been a while. To basically use the autos box to level up. And I was like, well, I could do this character for the hardcore, but then I wouldn't have any hardcore gear, any event gear to work with. On the other hand, I could use it on my Summer Reaper character, and she could use whatever gear she damn well pleases, right? The fact that they shot something leads me to believe that maybe there was a loot there. Or a moat.
Ahead is a small fountain, flanked by 2 large bears.
The bear.
Fortunately for you, these particular bears are stuffed.
If you play a lute with autos, are you using an auto tune? Ha 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 ha. I see you did there. Well, you know, there's autos. The autos boxes are named after the D&D character. In fact, there's a couple of spells named after him as well. Otto's Irresistible Dance and Otto's Nearly Irresistible Dance. Alright, we already did that one. That's the one thing I like about playing a ranged character, is I can shoot things very far away. Alright, here's our moat. Let's play our lute. Play our lute again. So we don't get much for green lutes. We're at 178 now. But it's definitely something where as we progress through levels, we'll get more and more blue loot or motes, and those will give us more durability. And eventually we'll get to where we can do the green... I'm sorry, the...
Clear water gushes out into the basin.
This particular loot requires... which quest? The gold mote for... We're doing the flight loot. For the wings. Let me go look here on this one instead. We have to wait till we go to do Ogma's song in Myth Draenor, and that'll be around level 13. Get both of these. Go do a little fighty.
Screen blocks your path, decorated with masks and totems. To your surprise, one of the totems begins to speak. Gain strength and endurance to reach the home of the elders.
Okay, let me do a little something. The lore should be live. He is live. So let me drop the snowball in his chat. Move that window over there and go here. Alright. And if you lollygag in messing with the two the two fountains, you have to just basically go back and get them again. Okay, yo, this is the room I was thinking of. There's some traps in the back there. Here's a shrine here. Stone tablet.
A stony guardian springs to life.
Okay, that's a wee bit of loot. Also, festival has started. The festival coins have started dropping. The jester is supposed to arrive next week. And we'll be accepting those coins in return for shenanigans. And we'll get you cookies that you can use for various effects. Though the jelly cake of Rizia was the best one ever because it turns you into a snow. Alright, turns you into a snow person. You know what, Froggo? You should open this door. You should really open this door. How about you? No? No? You don't wanna? You don't wanna? Come on, Froggo. I know you can do it. Oh, fine. I'll do it myself. Yes, I know there's danger. Now, let's find the danger. Well, Froggo's sensing the danger. I am too. Alright, well, we'll send Froggo in to deal with this. Well, let me tag the... I've noticed, I don't know, maybe it's a me thing, but I've noticed that my targeting, like, clicking on things has kind of sucked recently. What? Like, there we go. Sweet. And now, Froggo, how about you opening the chest too? Hi, Scamper. There we go. Necklace of fireballs. That sounds amazing. What do I currently have for a necklace? Nothing that's really doing me much of any good. Alright. Now we can go up and actually do the rest of the quest. So one thing I do like about this character is I don't have to worry about spell points for the most part. Because the heals that I'm doing are like 2 spell points each. Yeah, 2 spell points, amazing amounts of stuff. Alright, the Sepulchre of the Elders.
It seems that the final resting place of the Orc Elders has a watchful and hungry guardian.
That should be ransack. Hello? I got a tome of skill and a piece of armor out of the same pot? Hell yeah. Okay, now let me double check. Do I have ransack before I do hit the little thing? I do indeed, as I thought. Alright.
You found what the initiate was sent to retrieve. The skull of an Orc Elder. Yet who was it that sent the initiate to plunder this sacred site? And why?
Alright, let's get out of here. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okie dokie. And our next quest will be over here. The abandoned mine shaft. I wonder where they borrowed this guy from. Maybe the Wold? Eastern Rohan? And of course is the Stormreach Beacon, which will get stolen. Oh, hey, this isn't the quest I was thinking of. We passed it. Shifty with the Prime sub. How you doing, good old friend? We need to roleplay on Dune sometime. I was on last night doing chores. We're playing D&D tonight, Dungeons and Dragons Online.
Before she disappeared, Lily Hargrove returned home in search of something bright and loud. All you see when you enter is an old woman sitting alone by the fire. She doesn't seem to notice you. The old woman rambles on, her thoughts clouded by some terrible experience. But suddenly, a shadow passes over her face.
The garden! The garden!
She gasps.
Breakables are breakables. Ooh, more loot. Yeah, whatever. Yoink. Just finished a 6-hour stream a bit ago. I'd like to yes! You left Giddos. You're on your own. Don't want to give too much. Ooh, yeah, don't tell me. I should find out in character. That's what Cherry's always saying. I mean, I've heard some juicy stuff recently, but of course I can't say. Yeah, unfortunately, you know, That's the way of things. Alright, so that is Vandal bonus. Oh, that's Mischief bonus. I'll go up here. I mean, I have a trapper, but I'm doing my own trapping. Hello, little kitten gatten. I have a kitten on my table. If this were a Legend of Zelda game, this would be like you put a bomb next to that and then it blows up the door, blows up the wall. Alright. So I think we've got everything from here. Except I thought there was something hiding in that little area. Hold on, let's see if I can leave. Stop playing with things on the table, little kitten. I see you. I see you. Yeah, there used to be something there, but there isn't now, so. Alright, no additional breakies back here. Let's go this way. I might be on for a bit tomorrow, hopefully in the afternoon. And then I'll be back here streaming. I'm not sure I'm going to be streaming Dune again. It was not a good stream the last time I streamed Dune. It was not pleasant. And it was mostly my bad. It sounds almost like a ringtone, doesn't it? It almost sounds like my ringtone on my phone. It's so bizarre. Hold on. There was something in here. This is the kitchen. Was it not? No, this isn't the right room I'm thinking of. There's one around the corner. Yeah, let me around. A crumpled note to read. What you're making for food? I had Thanksgiving leftovers from the freezer. My kitten is so cute. I don't recall this music being part of this quest. The scythe is for trimming the bamboo.
You find a dull and rusted scythe among the other garden tools in this workshop. You take it with you. Perhaps you'll need it outside.
Perhaps, of course you will, because that's how dungeon running works. You find something, you take it with you, because you never know what you might need it for. an iron key. What are you doing, kitty Catson? Kitties are playing with a string.
You see signs that some monsters have taken up residence in this musty cistern. As you approach, they spring from the dirt and attack.
There's a ladder to the back porch if you really wanted it, but we don't want it yet because we have other business upstairs. In fact, we'll wind up on the back porch anyway. What to eat? What to eat? Don't be saying things like that. Cuteness kitty? You want to see the cutie kitty? See? She's not happy. She wanted me to put her back down. There you go. Oh, hey, that's handy. Alright, everybody over here. There we go. Our loot is now 183. So yeah, it is going to take a long time to get all of the loot stuff done. On just this one loot. So, one sister.
You find a knapsack on the balcony. Its contents suggest its owner has recently returned from a long voyage.
Basically, one sibling had, this promising singing career. She thought she was a talented singer. And the other one had a bird. And so there was jealousy rife between the two. And we already have our 2 crests.
You attempt to pry open the door, but it refuses to budge. You reason that unlocking the mechanisms on the walls will allow the door to open.
Alright, time to play some Simon Says. You only have to do 1 3 pattern? Aw, man.
You hear one last somber note play as the door creaks open. You emerge into the hot air and find yourself on the back porch.
Okay, so this is where the underground cistern comes up.
You use the scythe to cut down the bamboo that is sprung up around the back porch. Before you stretches an overgrown wasteland, the remains of the family's crop field. You pause, struck by a headache, as a cold voice sounds around you. Come here, Lily. A little bit farther.
We're doing all the optionals. Actually, there's one over this way.
You hear the ghostly voice again.
Almost there, Lily. I'm waiting under our favorite tree.
Was it this way or was it the other way that was the optional? Must be the other way. Yeah! Let me around. I swear to God, the drumming sounds like somebody's ringtone. Oh yeah, this is the optional.
You find yourself in a dingy Lute cell. A mangled voice snarls at you from the shadows. Lily, is that you? Get out! Sage Hardgrove roars. With a last gruesome wail, the undead farmer sinks into the dirt.
Nice veggies and barrels and whatnot. Yeah. Okay, where's the way out? Oh, it's around here. Where's the way out? I can't see it. There should be more visions of the past than the ones we've seen. This is like the end.
The maze of overgrown shrubbery leads you into a clearing, where rows of crops rot in the dying light. In front of a large tree, you spy an even more horrific sight. The desiccated body of Rosemary Hargrove.
No. Well, it's not a ton of XP, so I'm not gonna worry about that little amount of XP.
Do you remember, Lily?
The voice rasps.
I bet you couldn't stand the gatekeeper.
Lily's family turns in surprise to see their estranged daughter. They notice that something about her seems wrong. Unhinged, even. Briar screams as the bird descends upon Rosemary and Sage.
Your songs are mine now, Rose!
Lily says.
You'll all see. My voice will shake the world!
When the vision fades, an incorporeal figure appears before you.
You are all so jealous, Lily. And now look what you've done. You want my songs. Come and get them!
Blinded and enraged, the phantom lunges toward you. The phantom shrieks, her voice echoing through the clearing and sending a sharp pain to your skull. But soon she dissolves into a thin mist and vanishes. You read the song lyrics written on this page. You found Rosemary's songbook, but most of the pages are torn and missing. Perhaps there is something else nearby that can deliver a song back to the gatekeepers. You realize that Rosemary's parrot has learned to repeat parts of her songs. With the bird in tow, you can finally return to the gatekeepers and leave this cursed place behind you.
Okay. Now the weird thing is, like, none of the visions, like half the visions didn't even register. Oh no. Not gonna worry about it. We're out of here. Shifty done be lurking. Okay, let's go to the quest down here that I skipped because I ran over the bridge instead of jumping off the bridge. Now we jump off the bridge.
The old mine here has long since collapsed. Someone must have dug one too many times.
That's not a recurring theme in mines in fantasy. Oh, it's this one. This one might get a little spicy.
You've arrived at the main shaft of the abandoned mine. Security constructs shuffle around nearby, still active long after the miners left.
There is a little bit of this
A
quest.
hastily scrawled note at the beginning of this journal orders the mine's closure due to the release of some kind of hostile creature. Surely you'd be doing everyone a favor if you cleared out the dangers from this dusty old mine.
Is if you do this path, there is a strong chance of death. So we're not going to bother with it. I swear the game is dropping a lot more random gen loot than it normally does out of breakables. It'd be a little weird if you stumbled into an ancient mine where everything actually was in excellent shape except the owners have disappeared for reasons you can't figure out. Yeah, I know, but that would still be different. That would actually be a good way to troll a party as a DM, is to make an adventure where there's this mysterious mine. And as they keep exploring and they're like paranoid and checking for traps every 5 steps or whatever, and there are no traps there. There's nothing. And the rolls are simply if they find out what happened or not.
There must be something else around here.
Rust monsters!
Something with a taste for metal.
Again with the dropping of things. Oh man, it's blocked. Because it fell down through the thing here. No, don't click on yourself. Yeah, that's gone. That is totally gone. A well-fed rust monster. This fight can be a little spicy.
Several clay golems stand idle in this Mage Rites workshop, waiting to be reactivated. They would be difficult to fight, though it might also be argued that it's better for you to deal with them now, before someone less prepared comes along.
/say activate. Thing is, I've got an acid weapon, so that's actually great for these guys. That makes up for not doing the side quest. Okay, we already hit that, did we not? We did. And what is that? That was ransack bonus, so that's sweet. How are we looking on bag space? I did get my 4th bag slot, so life is good there. Notice I am out of... Okay, we haven't gone in there yet.
A nearby Canith crystal hums with magical energy. It's connected to a barrier that blocks the path.
So this is the ancient magma brute. This is the guy that killed like a crap ton of people. People come do this quest, get killed by A and B. I mean, he was like one of the top killers in previous hardcore leagues. Are we gonna fight him? No, because we don't have to. Hello, little moat. So yeah, this is the deadly thing. He's like, you will die. Jump in that, you will die. Alright.
The barrier fades, and a wave of searing heat buffets your face.
So now we do have to do this one.
Brute lumbers about in the large chamber ahead.
Alright. The thing about the ancient magma brute is he won't aggro until you get close. So you can't avoid you. Bring in my peeps. I'm just gonna stand here and heal. And shoot from here. I don't care if they die. If I'm alive, then it's all good. The hirelings are useless for they're not pathing to him at all.
The rumble of the brute ends, leaving only the sound of its magma flowing into the pools below. You bend over and pick up a brightly pulsing chunk of the creature. The heart of an ancient magma brute. The something old yet new that Capstone was sent here to collect.
Okay. I don't know why. Oh, never mind. You know what? If you all die in the magma, that's your own damn fault. So that guy, yeah. Where's the actual, end of chest? Oh, there it is. Like, you're supposed to have a chest. Alright, let's bounce. But there's another path below, that you can go through for another chest, but it's not worth it. But yeah, you saw how much damage he was doing to me. Though, in fairness, this is not a tanky character, so I have to res Illyri here in a minute. Did I pick up her soul stone? I did not. Let me use this. Does it unpaggle on me? Oh, my hireling ran out, so I'm out of Arias, which is okay because as long as I don't leave, these areas will be fine. Yeah, I don't have Illyri Soulstone. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna boot her and re-summon her. Hey, did you know you could do that? Yep, she left. She left the party. We'll resummon her in a few minutes. They'll say we can. How long? Oh, I can summon her now. Sweet! Alright, reorient her back there. Oxy was slain! Oh no. The next quest is here in the basement. I can't see where I'm going. Oh.
Bones, tufts of fur, and splotches of blood cover the ground here.
A vial of contagion. Maybe I should just go the way that I know to get to where I want to go.
Rotted wood overgrown with several vines. Now
This caravan has been looted and ripped to pieces.
Oh
Judging from
no!
the debris, this happened quite recently.
Gideon Emery. Hi, orc wizards. Sometimes there's a rare there. Sometimes there's a rare here. Neither of them are the rare now.
the ancient white marble ruins are all that remains of the once great temple to Arwe, goddess of agriculture. Offerings from desperate farmers are still left, and from the looks of the land here, rewarded.
This one can also get a little spicy.
You've entered the ruined temple by its long-abandoned rear entrance. Foxpaw came here to find some sort of sacred bounty. It's time for you to figure out just what that was. This otherwise tranquil chamber is tainted by the telltale scent of blood.
Blood. Ooh, Foxpaw. Being a wee bit arrogant, are you? Oh, hi, Stormlust. Hello, little kitten captain. Get out of the way. I can't see this screen. Can't go that way. We'll have to go this way. That was a giant rat we just passed.
The air grows more humid as you approach the next chamber.
Okay. Alright, the green door is open. Theoretically. The green door is not open. So we have to get them both activated to open this door. So, I have to make it so that is part of the equation. Let's get the hires out of the way to make it easier for me to see what I'm doing. Stay. Oh, that was the way it wanted to be. There we go, we got it.
The last piece of the tile puzzle falls into place, and the hum of a nearby magical barrier fades.
And we're all here for the red switch.
A faint shudder reverberates through the temple as the lever is pulled.
Now we go down this path. Figure where the levers lead.
A faint clanking can be heard echoing down the hallway. Why is the sound of gears heard inside a temple devoted to the goddess of nature?
Because somebody brought shield guardians in here, or iron defenders or something. Or sniper drones. Another green door. Glowing kelp.
A foul-smelling mist clings to the floor of this hall.
Because there's acid damage. And an ooze.
The root wall falls away, and a strange creature, formed from twisted, acid-dripping vines, stirs to life.
So he's immune to my acid damage.
As the creature
But the regular
collapses into a
damage gets
mass
through
of
to him.
inanimate vines, you hear a distinct click from the western hall.
Looking for a lever. I'm not seeing a lever. That's okay.
The lever snaps into place with a satisfying click.
There's only the one lever in there, wasn't there? When you do double-wheeled crossbows like that, do both of them pull from a single stack of bolts, or do you have to two separate stacks? They pull from the same stack, they just pull two bolts at a time. One for each crossbow. Oh, where to use that one? Oh no! Slain by the blood tide pirates. Okay, so now I think we need to get that going again. Except we can't get in there. Can't get in there. I feel like there's another thing that I missed in here. Because we had the yellow lever here. We had the red lever in the other room. Did we not? No, there was no lever in this room. I think I have to go back and turn the crystal back on in that one room. Not in... No, not you. Lots of running back and forth. It's very much brighter now running through here. Made steak strips with egg, mushroom, rice, and veggies. That sounds very tasty. Not gonna lie. See, I said they were shield guardians. Oh man, we were low on ammo. Ooh, that was close. Alrighty, here we go.
Cool, damp air flows up from the caverns deep below.
Okie dokie. There's gotta be a way to pick that, or well, it says it can't be picked. So there has to be a way to get that open. Oh, YOLO.
You hear the scrape of metal claws on stone coming from the area ahead. Sparks fly from the eyes of the mechanical guardian as it focuses in on you. Collapses into a heap, and sparks of electricity jump into the nearby rune-carved stones. The air grows warm here, where the light streams in from above the stone circle.
Dun 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 dun.
A single massive apple rests on the ground beside you. It seems to glow with a faint inner light. You found the sacred
did the
fountain
quest.
Frostpaw was looking for. Now to return to the gatekeepers and tell them what happened.
Those are nice. Now I want to go see about that doorway that said it was locked. I want to see if it's something. It said it couldn't be picked, so there has to either be a key for it, or it might be one of those ones that doesn't unlock until you unlock or complete the quest or something. So we're gonna go take a peek and see which it is. And if it's still locked, I'm not gonna worry about it. It might just actually be a bug. This game has bugs in it, surprising everybody. think I'm gonna puke. So many spinny, dizzy, dizzy, dizzy. It's also kind of why I'm looking down at the ground rather than... I could look ahead. That might help. Alright, here we go. Well, there's a chest in there. Okay, now I want to know, how do you get to that chest? We are going to look this up on the wiki. And Sacred Bounty. Okay, okay, it's part of the figure out where the levers lead optional. Includes unlocking barriers by moving the furthest mirror in the mirror puzzle at the end for the light beam to hit one of 2 crystals for 2 individual door barriers. 3 gems to be lit before it'll actually open and reveal the chest. They don't actually explain how to... By moving the furthest mirror in the mirror puzzle at the end, the light beam to hit one of 2 crystals for 2 individual door barriers. So there's another crystal that's got to be hitting. Where's the other crystal, though? So not only does that have to be that way. You know what? I'm not worried about it. There is a chest back there that I can see. Now there is possibility that it'll drop a piece of loot. I already have the ironclad armbands. But none of the other 2 are really anything that I need, so I'm gonna bounce. Because I want to finish my loot, not necessarily play the actual game. Have a good rest of the... Aw, thanks, Shifty. Gotta get ready for work. Oh, have fun. Hope you don't work too hard. You know. Okay. Now we have other quests to do. I think, question mark? We did that one. I think we might have to turn these in and then the next ones come through. The unfortunate reality is I'm gonna have to go get another hireling. We'll go do that. How? You're not home? Grunt.
From the loud, boisterous sounds coming from this cave, you guess there must be dozens of orcs inside.
We're not gonna mess with those orcs. We beat up the bad guy here. We just stole his stuff.
This caravan has been looted and ripped to pieces. Judging from the debris, this happened quite recently.
I want to go to the guild airship first. Let's turn in the quests I've already done. Oh, I've already done the 4 quests, so now I get to do housekeeping. How to find you, Foxpaw. The kitten woke up and was like, what was that? Oh, okay. She went back to sleep. I have an idea for that. Necklace of fireballs. Alright. Let's get a level 6 higher. Orius. Okay. So the spare junk in here. Let's get our festival coin sorted out. And all the other junk we got collecting. Alright, where are we again? We are at 193. So let's go back to the Gatekeeper's Grove. Make sure I don't need any... Yeah, actually I don't use any, spell components for this character. Oh, little kitten, you're so cute. Axe Lute! No! So, again, one thing about the the obituaries is it won't announce your death if you are less than level 5. Mainly because they realized in early hardcore leagues that so many people died on 1, 2, 3, 4 running Reaper that it was just constant spam. So they figured 5 and higher, you're actually putting a little bit of time into it. So that's a whole ass thing. Unless it's little bottles of Fireball booze. Like little bottles. Okay. We are going back to the Gatekeeper's Grove. Hooray. Actually, we didn't need to go to the Gatekeeper's Grove. We're doing the last quest in the chain, which is housekeeping. And it's a fun quest. We're going to go to the hut from beyond. We're going to say hi to Hearsome again. Take a look at his newly green self. The going theory amongst some players is that the next time he changes color, he's going to be safe from he'll be out of danger, and that his color will be gold. Gonna go. It would be funny if there was gold, because that way everybody would start singing the song from K-pop Demon Hunters. Gotta be golden. Da, 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 da. And Stormwatch just woke up and looked at me like, what the fuck? She wasn't playing with that. Alright. I don't know, I think even bottles of Fireball would be a little bit uncomfortable on your neck. It's not easy being green. We're not going to see Hearsome in this version of the Hut from Beyond. We're going to actually see... this is the quest they built in here, which is really cool, actually. See, that's what it used to look like. And there's a portal over there. Hello, ladies.
As you step inside the hut, you suddenly feel disoriented. Which way is down again? One of the hags notices your presence.
I love the hags.
Would you look at that? More adventurers. I don't remember ordering food.
Another hag responds.
Stop thinking with your gut, Beatrice. They brought us another set of ritual reagents. Just what we needed. What luck! Please, Agnes,
Says another.
luck had nothing to do with it. Plans within plans, sisters. One set for us, another for our patron.
Hearsome.
Cadence,
Says Beatrice.
tell me we get to eat them this time. I'm wasting a word of nothing in this stupid ritual circle. You'll be fine, Beatrice. You're just ethereal.
Responds Cadence.
Besides, we haven't ripped their souls out yet. Speaking of, into the soul bag with you.
Oh no.
Oh, look. More flies stuck in the jam. Welcome to hell, idiots.
Grumbles Stell. We screwed up. Bad. Adds Capstone.
These
There
guys
has
are
to be something
so...
we can do. Mutters Foxpaw.
Would you like some tea?
Lily asks nonchalantly.
Okay, so each of these can get a little spicy, especially on higher difficulties. And we're gonna just take our time and get through them. While I get all my candies out of the wrapper, so I can stop making the wrapper noises. And you can do these in any order. Capstones is the trippiest.
I keep having this dream, says Thal. I'm in a graveyard, right? And all these undead start to fall out of the ground. What would you do in my place?
Creepy.
Thal continues. So I start fighting, but the undead kept coming and coming. It's the ancestors after their revenge. Look, I know now that taking that skull was a bad idea, but I was just trying to locate a threat. How was I supposed to know that the threat was me? I know, it's hard to think straight when you're fighting, says Thal. But it feels so good to get mad! Temper.
Wow.
I get frustrated sometimes, admits Thal. Is that what the hags counted on? Am I just a mad dog tied to their leash? Oh, that makes me so angry! Pawn, says Thal. And, thanks for listening. So, how can we defeat these hags? Let's think this one through.
Yeah.
And what's the deal with you? Your soul isn't all transparent like mine, Thal says. He leans closer. Hey, what did you do? The hags continue to argue somewhere up above.
Beatrice, you'll eat when we're done. Focus on the ritual. Focus on the spell. It's just an ear,
says Beatrice.
it's not even a real meal.
Stop chewing on my ear.
I'll be honest, says Capstone as you enter their mind. Ever since I was made, I did what people told me to. That is, until I figured out I wanted to be a druid.
This one's definitely a lot easier doing unranged.
High jump.
Whee! Bouncy, bouncy.
Everyone told me it was impossible because of my armored body, that I wouldn't be able to cast druid spells. But I refuse to give in, says Capstone.
Well, there is that whole breaking your druidic oath thing. That couple just like ran right past me. It was amazing.
High jump.
When the offer was made, I didn't think twice. Follow the map, recover the core of a magma brute, something old yet new. Capstone sighs heavily. In exchange, they promised to make me a better druid, to fulfill the one thing I've ever wanted.
Oh, I see the moat. Gotta get back up. Gotta get back up. Where's that ladder? There it is. Let's go. And it's a blue. Alright, let's bring everybody up. There we go. We're now 203. Hell yes. We're a tenth of the way there. Now, one thing to bear in mind, we also have not picked up our golden moat for this. So there's that. And that's going to get us a whole pile of durability on the loot. And again, we're not going to see that till level 13. This moat cannot be completed unless you're level 25, so we have a lot of actual leveling to do. Which is kind of why I think once I get, if I get a durability cap to like 15 or something, I might go in and pop in autos. I don't know. All right. Let's pop a thing here. Say hi in Thad's chat. Because that is good people. Let's get that quest out of the way. It's like, where's the floor?
to kill that creature. I was a druid, but I was destroying nature. But I had a task, and I finished it, says Capstone with resignation. Then they fulfilled my dream by tearing my armor plates off. They made sure it was as unpleasant as possible. In the end, all I've done is doom myself and other people. And all over my own selfish desire. But you're here. Maybe that's something to hold on to. Capstone seems to be roused from their grief. We're not dead yet. And that means we can try to fight back.
I'm gonna have the higher shrine real quick. I can do it too. Doesn't actually matter much for me.
What's the phrase? Measure twice, cut once. Time for me to start thinking before I act. Capstone ponders aloud.
Can you drag that body a bit closer to the ritual circle?
Cadence says,
Its current alignment is disruptive to our enchantments. And what do we do if your patron doesn't pay?
Agnes wonders aloud.
He won't break the deal. It just isn't done. Not among the Fae.
Answers Cadence.
But if he did, well, I'm sure we can find someone who wants this little back door we're making.
Tea party.
I'd like you to meet my family. I know I can count on them to cheer me up when things get tough.
Lily says.
I know that at the end of the day, I can always come home and they'll be there for me. This is my happy place.
Lily says, as she beckons you to the table.
What? Now why would you say such a thing? Why would I kill my own family? How could I?
Lily demands, obviously upset.
What is wrong with you? Listen, I don't know what your problem is, but I'd appreciate it if you didn't turn my nice little dream into a nightmare.
Pouts Lily.
And please stop beating up my family members.
Lily cries out in a harsh voice.
I will not let you destroy the remains of Lily's sanity. You will die here. It's for the best. I killed them. This has to be a dream, right? Right?
Sobs Lily.
How could I have done this?
Yeah, Lily, you killed your own family. Storm Lost, you look very weird.
The longer this nightmare drags on, the less sense it makes,
says Lily.
Why do you feel more real than the rest of us?
If gatekeepers are supposed to keep gates shut, how come they only sent these small fry?
Beatrice asks.
We went for the weak ones, you know that!
Responds Cadence.
Were you hoping for a bigger serving? Don't worry. This ritual will protect us from gatekeepers scrying for some time. You'll get your fill when it's done.
Forgive me, my mind is a bit of a jumble right now, says Foxpaw. I'm usually much more organized.
I love those shields. I wonder why. Okay.
Everyone has to make a choice. Trust evidence and logic, or take a leap of faith, says Foxpaw. I've always been on the side of logic. I never had much use for my father's rituals and invocations, he adds. Foxpaw continues to reminisce. My father used to search through dusty scrolls, looking for ways to contact beings from beyond. I always told him he'd do much better with a solid, reliable construct.
Leave Froggo alone! Let's bring the hires over here.
But perhaps knowledge of Father's dark rites would be useful now, muses Foxpaw.
All the damage. And I think you don't actually have to do this particular puzzle. Look at the thing in the corner for it. Oh, there isn't a thing in the corner for it. Yeah, broke it. Okay. I'm not going to worry about that one because you don't ever have to finish that one, but you do have to do this one. Except we need to press this.
Now that our lives hang in the balance, it's time to think outside the box, says Foxpaw.
And once you complete the third puzzle, you can't do that one anyhow. Alright, so let's jump down. Let's think outside the box. Let's jump off the box. Whoa!
Who wouldn't strike a bargain with a fiend in a situation like this? Asks Foxpaw. Thank you for helping me organize my thoughts, says the drow.
Okay, now that we've done all four, and you can actually, you don't have to do any of these four.
Look like us? I have a theory about that, says Foxpaw. Though testing it might be a bit dangerous.
And what do you have in your pockets?
Booms a hag voice from somewhere above.
My. That's a lot of platinum. Do they still use that in this place?
Mm-hmm. Okay. You don't have to do any of these four, but it's better if you do. Let her rip!
All right, new plan. Beatrice, eat them.
Cadence says.
Eat them all.
And you want to get Cadence first because she's the healer.
I am undone. What an awful fate, slain by light's brew.
Cadence bemoans her own demise as she flops to the ground and turns to dust. Blarg! I am dead! Beatrice announces with a distinct lack of enthusiasm as she falls over and scatters into dust.
You get 2 chests for doing
Hurry
all
up.
4.
We're on a schedule.
Cadence reappears on a tree stump, then disappears just as suddenly. Agnes collapses, groaning.
You got me.
Strength and evil
Then
absorption?
she poofs
Nice.
into a cloud of dust. The hags didn't seem to be very worried about their deaths. You suspect you haven't seen the last of them.
Yeah, I don't imagine. Okay, so there we go. I got some little additional good shenanigans going on here. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's go turn in our quest. And let's see where we are. thing's falling off. My hoodie has fallen off my chair. There we go. Who is tagging me now? Oh. Storm lost. Storm lost is stretched out in front of the other screen. Front of the screen. Right. Chunky boy! The best mount in the game, some might argue. Guild now. By the way, there is a VIP bonus weekend going on right now, as well as 50% challenge reward stuff. Shield of DB. Ooh, that could be good. I think I'll go with the wooden shield of DB. Though it's mid-level 1, so... why not? How's my guild doing, by the way, in terms of guild right now? We're getting close to our next tier. Though, to be fair, as you can see, I haven't logged in most of my alts in forever. Other than I'm keeping elixirs and Not From Beyond. So I can check on here some to see the color-coded Archfey. So, the theory is right now that we're on the final tier on Shadowdale, at which point we'll get a server-wide buff. Anti-racist. Dragon Knights of Pern? Okay. Alright, there's a guild name for you. I don't think they had knights in on Pern, because I know they didn't, actually. Okay, so let's go take a look at... quests. Quests. What quests are we looking at? So, I was doing those just to kind of get some more XP, and it looks like I'm right at the point where I might be holding 8. So, I want to take a quick look at any of the level 3 quests to see if, I mean, there's the catacombs, but I don't really care about the catacombs. The only reason I would do the Coin Lords quests is for rep, and I don't really feel the need for the rep. So... Red Fang the Unruled. I'm not worried about that quest. The Old Archives, Silver Flame. Not worried about the Waterworks. Because those are pretty long quests as well. Kobold Assault can be fun. It says challenging, but it's not actually challenging. Especially for a range, you just stand there and just pew, 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 but you do it for like 15 minutes. It's kind of boring. I don't care about the House Peace stuff. So we're looking at, we can take 7 now and start doing the 4s. Except there's really none of the 4s that I want to do other than Irestone Inlet. Because Orion made Irestone Inlet back when he worked on DDL Modflare. So I have a very big fondness for this quest. But what I'm really aiming for is get to level 5. So, however much... Oh, we can do Catastrophe. Oh, Catastrophe is fun. So we'll do Catastrophe and we'll do But then our next thing is to start the level 5 quests. And I feel confident that I could actually start doing those on hard at level 7 and still be fine. So yeah, we're gonna take 7. And so I gotta go to where the trainers are. And then we're gonna go up to the airship to get a hireling, the level 7 hireling, which would be probably Flower. Alright, now the question is, what is my level 7 supposed to be? Consult the build. Level 7 is supposed to be Dark Hunter and pour everything into the trapping skills. So we need to talk to the ranger. And so disable 2 points. Open lock gets 3 points. 1, 2. Well, I can only put 1 point in it, so F me, I suppose. Search gets 2. Spot gets 2. UMD gets 2. So I'm a little bit baffled why I can't take more than 1 point in open lock. That's weird. So it looks like I get 2 points to spend somewhere else. I'm gonna actually put them into swim. It's a class skill, so might as well. Let's double check that I put, I got my points in the spot, search, open lock, and disable device. Normally I would be, well, what about jump? Jump is fine, but I think swim will be a better option, honestly, for those 2 points. That's so weird. Alright, let's go.
Something strange has been sighted off the coast of Stormreach. The mysterious
Isle of Dread.
Speak to Wolf, the gatekeeper in Stormreach.
Oh,
Harbor
oof!
to
Was
learn
slain
more
by
about
lava at
this
level
land
10.
of Dinosaurs in danger.
So if I wanted to play on level, I could do Isle of Dread. But we're not going to play Isle of Dread just yet. Okay. We got 4 action points to spend. And the thing I was going for was getting this right here. Intelligence modifier to damage and whatever. So we're going to grab that. So I've got all 8 of my points here. I've got this maxed out until I get my other favorite soul levels, which won't be for another couple levels. I already got that, so I got Harper Agent. This will be the 12 points spent in Harper Agent. And so I have 2 points to spend. I can put them here, and then the next thing that I'm going to spend points in is, because we're aiming for this passive right here. This is the passive we're gunning for. And you can also spend something in Deepwood Stalker, but it's like the last thing you ever need for this. But eventually the goal for that is to get this. But it's not as important, because I should actually be spending my points over in what's going to be my main tier, which is Inquisitive, which is where all my damage is coming from. So let's go pick up the next 2 points in Inquisitive right now. Inquisitive. We did hit the streets. Crossbow Adept tier 2. Or observation. Or the action boost. Improved law. Actually, we should be getting improved law before we got hit the streets. So let's grab the. Well, let's just imbue dice. Let's get the extra damage for right now. We'll get the imbue dice later. All right, we got that. Okay. Now we need a new round of hirelings. And as I notice, we are literally 1 action point away from holding 8. So that's good. That's very good. Alright. Guacamole! We've seen that person a lot in Twitch chat and on the forums and stuff. Okay. Extreme Mortal Voyage Permadeath. Wow, what a guild name. Alright. Speaking of guild, let's get good hirelings. We don't even have to go to the airship for that. Yes, that person is riding a cloud. I have one too. And I could ride it if I wanted to, but I kind of like the movement of the panther. Alright, finally moving up to level 7 hires. I'm looking for a hireling. So let's take a look at our level 7 hirelings. We've got Flower. Available commit. Hold. Cure crit, summon monster, panacea, turn undead versus Larathor. Who can cure crit, cure serious, DV, restoration. Larathor might actually be more useful. The game tends to give you, like, if you have vet status 2 and you use it, they'll give you, like, Flower as your cleric hire. And her turn undead can be useful, especially if you're going to do a bunch of quests involving undead. But we're going to be doing quests involving the Fae, which means I'm going to switch my weapon here in a second to a Fae Wild Apparel Crystal weapon, now that I just remember that. So I think I want him because he has 2 separate heals he can do. And his DV isn't going to be useful for me though. Let's grab him. Alright. And let's move this over here and put him in that slot and put him down here. Let's go to the bank. Now I can grab... Where'd it go? Did I put it in my own pile of stuff? Here it is. That's what I'm looking for. Let's compare. If you like Bud Druid, this one has less than 1265 versus 1815. It's gonna be a little bit different. Let's switch them out. Now this one's got the 1815. And this is the one that's specific to this area we're about to go into, so therefore it's going to be nicer. Though I do have to say the poison stuff on this one was actually really good. I'm going to keep that. I did not want to keep that. So what about this belt? Gracious belt, don't care. Well, that's not going to help me, but that will help my other character, the one who's going to try to do a hardcore Reaper run. What I might do with that character, though, is that actually is the character that I should use. Yeah, that's the character that I should be using. Ooh. My Dwarf Vanguard Fighter should be the one who gets the autos boxes. So she can just go straight to level cap or very close to it. And then I can just farm gear for level cap for that character. And then she can start doing the Reaper stuff. Yes! That's how we're going to roll. That's the plan. Okay. That being said, let's get this old... That's the new hireling. That's the old hireling. How much time do I have left on you? Come on. Half an hour. Okay. Okay, let's go to the tavern to drop crap off. Or to the marketplace. And we'll do, if Monmouth Player's still here, you can watch one of the cutest quests in the game. Hi, Guacamole! I just ran right past you. You heard your name. Are you stream bomber, you? I would like to trade and sell this crap that I don't need. Alright. Let's go watch one of the cutest quests in the entire game. Made by Mr. No Bob. And voiced by Cordovan. I think this is the first time I'll be doing this quest on or close to its actual level in a long time. Oh, I just realized I'm level 7. I need to get Teal out of the bank. We'll do that after this quest. Did they ever fix the thing up here? They did not.
Shards of glass litter the floor in front of you, the remains of a partially destroyed skylight up above. An agent of Arganesson impatiently motions for you to speak to him.
They do need to boost the audio in this quest, though. Feel bad for Cordo. Okay, you got a dragon problem. But it was a cat. A curious cat fell through the skylight above and interrupted the rite at the worst possible moment. As a side effect, the beast was polymorphed into a small red dragon. Okay.
A cat has been accidentally polymorphed into a dragon and escaped into the streets of Stormreach. You've been asked to lure the creature into an alley so it can be returned to its original form. Proceed through the dimension gate and speak to Olivia Snow to learn more.
Alright, let's get everybody active because they'll be needed to fight things. And there's definitely a lot to look at around here. It's like, okay, there's a banner missing. It's like, these are all dragon marks. That one looks like something should be there, but it's not. Secrets. Mysteries. This is very, very cozy in here. Okay. We need a large amount of milk. Pump that into a small fountain for your cat trap. The second is a Halfcane's Artificer. Build a large but non-damaging beam that we think will draw the cat's attention. Yes, laser pointer for dragon-sized polymorph cats. And a ball of yarn from a very, very large ball of yarn. So, we're going to do the thing.
Olivia asks you to obtain some nice milk to distract the cat turned dragon. There's a dairy merchant nearby who should be able to set you up. A group of toughs appear to be speaking to a very large rat. Before you can figure out what's going on, the toughs turn towards you with menace.
Let's boost the DM nourish so we can actually hear Jerry. Okay, so there's a way to go, but we gotta go this way first. But there's nothing in here. There seems to be nothing in here. And so you can actually watch the creation of this dungeon on DDO stream in one of the playlists they have. Because Nobob actually streamed the making of this dungeon. And this was a fun one. It was originally an idea where they had the community vote on a few different things. And then the developers were given the task of creating a dungeon that involved a cat and a dragon. And so 3 devs had a chance to pitch it to Tolero as the producer, and we got to watch, them talk back and forth about, how they were going to, each developer had a chance to, do the elevator pitch for their dungeon, etc., etc. And then the community, got to vote on which dungeon got made, and Nobob's won out. And so, Nobob did a whole series of live streams about how he built it. So you got to see the actual same tools that Standing Stone would use in their dungeon creation. And of course, there was it's like MacGyver. They weren't going to show everything. But you got the basic idea of how how he built stuff. Literally, like putting down the, the alleyways and deciding how they were going to, what mobs to put in there, what they were supposed to look like.
A smallish dragon is napping peacefully on the roof. It seems unconcerned by your presence.
A smallish dragon and a smallish kitty cat. I should take a picture of this. This is like totally cute. Little kitten. I just woke her up. So, little dragon is having a sleep. Gamertag backwards is Bob Hahn. Okay. No, Bob is also responsible for one of my PAX East traditions, which is going to Felipe's taqueria up by Harvard to get some really kick-ass burritos. Oops, I don't mean to shoot the milkmaid.
You've obtained enough milk to distract the cat dragon. Next, you must locate a certain House Cannith artificer to acquire a power source for your trap.
What are we shooting? More tufts. For a second there I thought the moat had appeared, but it had not. Okay. Moat. Oh, it's a green one. That's fine. That's it? Okay. Stormblast, you are so adorable! You did a little mule at me. Yes, you did. Oh! Meow. Come here. You're like, why you wake me up? Why you wake me up? There you go. Little kitten cat.
This large fire method is surrounded by destroyed tomes and scorched papers. The method falls. In its last moments, it reaches out, yearning to touch the nearby parchment, which burns away as the creature expires. The House Cannith artificer tells you will deliver the apparatus to the requested location. Now to see a weaver about a giant ball of yarn. Even more toughs rush forward to attack. Someone must really have it in them to have hired so many.
Cole Corin. Hired mercenary. Aren't these cool beer taps? Look at this. Look at these beer taps! Or are they milk taps? Do we know that they're serving beer? I mean, those are cows. They could be milk. Red Bull gives you wings. Just saying.
The small red dragon hovers nearby, watching you intently as you pass.
Hi, Edmund.
A pile of destroyed armor and corroded metal surrounds the rust monster. The rust monster collapses onto its pile of broken weapons and armor.
This is such an adorable quest. And this is the kind of free quest. We're getting a free quest next week as well. We do know what it's called. We do know a little bit about it because it was in the patch notes, the proto patch notes that Cordo posted or showed off during Fridays at 4 today. And generally the free dungeon they give away this time of year is just for funsies. It's generally not intended to be anything huge. But will it generate motes? It should, assuming the quest has more than 10 enemies in it.
You hear a panicked squeak as you approach the wall.
I heard a panic squeak. Hey, Murph.
The rat runs off and squeezes into a crack in the wall.
And look at all that cheese! He just wanted the cheese, man.
The weaver tells you the giant ball of yarn can be found in a storeroom to the south.
I appreciate that the giant ball of yarn is blue.
As you reach out to examine the gigantic ball of yarn, you're distracted by shouts from behind the far wall. Your hand slips, and the ball begins to roll uncontrollably. It smashes through the wall. The entrance to the alleyway is blocked by a magical barrier. It seems to prevent living creatures from entering. pull the lever and a beam of energy shoots through the nearby alley. The sound of flapping wings can be heard overhead. Your bright light beam has attracted the cat dragon's attention.
Let's turn on the fountain of milk.
As milk begins to pour out of the spigot, you hear something approaching. But it's not the cat dragon. It's a mimic surrounded by hired toughs. It seems to want to speak with you. The creature sputters curses at you, furious you thwarted its plan. It orders the toughs to attack. The mimic sputters curses at you as you defeat it. At the last moment, the creature teleports away, escaping certain death.
Aww.
The cat dragon begins to happily paw at the giant ball of yarn. Olivia appears and beckons for you to talk to her.
So he's Edmund now.
Olivia explains that while the cat dragon's transformation was an accident, the other creatures were polymorphed as punishment for their very real transgressions. She assures you that she'll return the cat dragon to its previous form. The polymorphed cat lets out a low growl. This must be what it sounds like when a dragon tries to purr.
Look, he's got his head in
It
this
seems
thing.
content to stay in the alley and play with its toys for now, allowing the Argonessid wizards to transform it back at their leisure.
I love this quest so much. It's so much fun. I've got a pair of boots. Ooh, speed boots. Dex does. Ooh. Those are actually really good boots. I would need to find a different way to get Featherfall though. Let's go look at the bank because I do want to go back to the bank anyway. So I can grab... They do seem to be made for walking. This is true. And they will not walk all over you. Alright. Deflecting, false life. That's actually a good possibility. Death boots of... Yeah. Boots of strength. Naked... Yeah, I'll go with that. Don't care. None of them really screamed at me, said, buy me, buy me. And now I can take 8 and just go straight into, stuff and things. Take 8 and start doing Feywild. think I might have something, a ring of featherfall or something. +3, no. Wait, those are supposed to be locked. Thank you. Though I do want to start finding a better piece of gear, though. I do have death block on the piece of gear I have now, so that's nice. We're good. Let's go to the bank. Or... before I do that, let me go take a look and see if there's any other 4s. I did want to do, what was the other 4 that I want? Ooh, I wanted to do Irestone Inlet first. Alright, let me go grab teal from the vault. And we'll do Irestone Inlet. And that one I'm only gonna do because it's like a legacy, nostalgia thing. And I think that'll actually be the last quest we do today. Teal. Level 7 Raptor. Okay, so I could switch out one of my rings for this. I switch out my cloak back to a featherfall cloak. Let me take a look. Actually, acid resistance would be nice. Okay, so I'm currently getting featherfall from my cloak. I should basically get this better cloak on instead. Oh wait, what level is that? That's level... why was that in the 5s and 7? I'm very confused. That's in the wrong place is what that was. Okay. Okay, if I keep that for my featherfall item, I can, I don't have to even use this ring at all. Okay, let's put that away. Put that back here. And we'll put these boots on instead, because I don't need feather falling on my boots if I already have them elsewhere. So let's chuck this in here as well. Ow, my eye is killing me. Okay, so I got feather fall from my cloak, and now I've got speed, a little bit of dex. That dusk is really nice as well. 10% chance to miss me due to concealment. And resistance bonus to reflex saves. Alright. Let's go do Irestone Inlet. And this is a quest that our boy Orion made. So, it's actually a really good quest. It can be a little bit rough, though. It can be rough, so we're going to have fun with it. Ooh, I have unprepared spell slots. Let's go take a look. 'Cause I forgot about that. I get a level 1 spell. Jump is a good spell. Long stride is a good spell. Let me check the build. Check the build. Check the build. He recommends jump. We'll do jump, even though I won't need it for this particular spell, for this particular thing. And I will suddenly start needing Ranger 1 supplies. Okay. And we can get them from the marketplace, easy peasy. Lemon skeezy. And let me up. Ranger 1. Oh, I can't get them from you. Divine spellcasting? I guess so. You know how cats are when they have their eyes like their eyelids are open, but their inner eyelids are mostly closed, and you're like, how does your eyeballs not dry out like that? I ask you. Alright, Irestone Inlet it shall be. See, somebody's already gotten their summer wings. See the person with the butterfly wings over here? They got their summer wings. Somebody named their character Baked Bread. Why not Baked Beans? Come on, it was right there. Oh, somebody's doing their dressage thing with their horsey. Did I forget? No, I did not forget Teal. I just forgot to summon Teal. There we go.
The gruff voices of hobgoblins can be heard nearby.
You do gotta watch out in this quest if you don't have good strength, because some of these bad guys can do a number on you by hitting you with exhaustion. So you gotta watch out for their casters, their clerics. I know the witch doctors.
Several patrols are winding through the inlet's valleys. Take caution as you advance.
I'm still sad that they don't know who did the voice acting for this
These
quest.
camps appear well organized, as if the crew expects to stay for a while.
We're gonna leave the powder kegs alone. Alright, let's see if we got the rare up here who occasionally spawns.
Hobble the Hobgoblin
Yes.
stands with weapons drawn and a foul expression on his face. Hobble the Hobgoblin has been hacked apart. At a cookpot in the back of the camp, a kobold mixes a pungent brew. Scar-tongue flails in agony, then stops moving altogether.
Do I get his ladle? I did not get his ladle. Alright. I do like how pretty the night sky can get in this area. Now, you don't actually need to go find the first mate of the Banshee first. They'll just send you to go do the thing you do next, but you can just do the thing first and nobody will care. And yep, they did name the pirate lady here Aunt Mad Ann. Dinks will die. Oh, that water's very cold. Ooh, moat. It's contested. Hell yeah, let's go. Ow, he hit me. We went from 208 to 218, so we got 10 out of that one. So if you think about it, if you only got contested loots and you contested moats and you did them on hard, and they gave you 10 per, you'd only have to do 200 quests and you'd be done. But that's 200 quests! But you also have to be level 25 to turn it in, so you do want to be careful about getting level locked. So we're not level locked on this one yet, by far. And basically, it just forces you to make sure that you're not just playing it safe and just running, you know, quests, like, and just not taking levels.
The briny air stinks unmistakably of ogre. Dinks, the first mate of the Bomb Raider, has fought his last battle.
Man, everybody got murdered. Damn. Better all you than me.
Yar's orders say he's to sail on Stormreach and blockade the harbor. Keep him from leaving the inlet.
Alright. I got hit with the thing. To wait for that debuff to fade away, and then I will be able to pick up some powder kegs. In the meantime, we'll do the side questing here. We're good. Hi. Now we can get to 2 kegs down here. The downside of having these 2 kegs is it's better to have unlocked your 4th thing before doing this quest, because otherwise those 6 powder kegs will take up so much damn space in your inventory. You'll be like, ah. Okay, how many powder kegs do I have? 4. I need 2 more. Yoink. That'll be 5. We need 1 more.
Scurvy the bugbear bellows as he scents prey in the salty air. Pummeled and beaten, Scurvy falls to your party's prowess.
I am burdened. I am burdened. How many arrows? Oh, I got plenty.
You have found 6 powder kegs. Use them to trap Yar-Yar's schooner while he's ashore.
He says Yar-Yar so oddly, too. Yar-Yar. Does a little hitch in his voice. Alright. Nullify goggles of open lock. Open lock 5. I don't know. I think the ones I have are still good enough for now. We're shooting more people. shaman down though. Because shamans suck! You go. Be on your way.
Yar-Yar's schooner has been discovered at the end of the inlet. Yar-Yar would be stranded without it.
Get out of here.
You have saved 8 crewmates from the Banshee.
And how is that? Ransack is done.
This small vessel barely looks seaworthy. The draft of Yar-Yar's flagship must be too deep to anchor in such shallow waters. Yar-Yar's schooner has been transformed into a floating bomb. You hear a bellowing voice not far away. Probably Yar-Yar realizing he's stuck ashore.
Yar-Yar. He gonna be unhappy with us. We blew up his boat.
Yar-Yar shrieks furiously.
I'll kill you all.
Then he dies, effectively calling his own bluff.
Oh and yay, there's somebody in chat spamming gold sellers. Oh well. I'm gonna put them on the scotch. So I never have to see their junk again. Alright. We need to go talk to Stained Tusk to tell him the good news. This quest could do with allowing mounts to be used, but I can also see why not. Again, you can see it doesn't take that long to do this quest. Now, will somebody respawn? But since this is one of like the OG quests of the game, that's how long ago Orion made it. So it's kind of cool. Because the game like started with the level cap was 10.
Stained Tusk howls in triumph.
Yay!
Yar-Yar is dead. The Banshee is avenged. 3 cheers for our bonny rescuers.
That would be us. Because apparently we can do this way better than you can. And there's no end chest here. There was the one back there that we had just found. Okay. And so where are we on our loot? We are on 218. And we can pick up our reward from Cat and Niles. And spellcasting Kopesh, that's interesting. Chainmail, sure to fire resistance. Those would actually be good for my alt. I'm gonna save those for her. Okay, let me double check. Make sure, let's see what other quests we have at level 4 that I might want to do. Nope. So let me go take 8 real quick. Let's see what 8 should be. 8 should be back to Favored Soul. And we're going to take our next intelligence point. Get us +9 as our hit mod. Okay. And we should be taking concentration, diplomacy, and heal. So 2 of those. 3 of those. And 3 of these. There we go. Because healing is awesome. And then I get to train a spell. L1, protection from evil. Let's see. Bless, Blue Doom, Night Shield. Protection from evil. Level 8. So we went from level 6 to level 8, which is really, really cool. You did pretty good today. Didn't die. And tomorrow, or when I continue playing, I will be starting the Feywild chain. And then I'll have some work to do on Feywild, because as you can see, I'm level 8. And I'm probably only going to get to level 9 out of doing the quests and the saga, so... I might want to run it twice and then do the thing. I don't know. We'll find out. Anywho, let me go find a place to sell things. And we'll go to the bank. You know, I should just go to the damn airship. Let's go to the damn airship. If only I had 25 airship beacons sitting in the vault of a different character. Drop the beat! Drop the beat! Yes, let's do it. Let's redo our ship buffs. Let's redo my XP booster. Even though it hadn't spun down yet by any stretch of the imagination. But we want to give it another 3 hours. Come on. We need hirelings also. Bought all these hirelings that I'm not even going to use them. Storm lost. Oh. Tickle chin kitty. Tickle kitty chin. She loves chin tickles. She loves pets. One thing I made a mistake when I was raising Skittish, Scamper, and Noodle is I really didn't handle them a lot because I didn't want them to get attached to me because originally I was going to foster them out or find a forever home for them, and well, that didn't happen. Ooh, yeah, we're gonna keep that for the other character. And a silver returning axe, that could be useful as well. Not playing a paladin, but that would be helpful for a paladin. Alkaline scale mail DB, again, that could be helpful. Ice water thing of spell side, don't need those. Not really. All that crap cleaned out. Okay, next, level 8 hireling. So we just got the level 7s going, and now we're about to go for level 8s. Go me. Let's throw you in there. Come on, go in there. Go in there. Go in there. Oh, fine, whatever. How about you? You go in there? Is this... I don't know what this game is doing. It's lagging. It's the airship. It's lagging. Okay, there they went. Oi. Who do I have for Oya? So level 8, we have Fergus as our cleric. So cure crit, summon monster, dispel magic, resto. Fergus's ability to dispel magic will come in handy in if I was going to go into Isle of Dread now. Because there's a quest in Isle of Dread that there's a whole optional area that you need something that can dispel magic. Otherwise, we have a favorite soul. The level 8 favorite soul is Nimueth. She's more fighty. So I think Fergus is going to be our better bet. So we'll get Fergus. I think I actually have some Ferguses in the... Hold on. Let's go to the bank. Let's go check. Let's pull out our hireling folders. Oh, another thing I can do is I have access to the level 8 Dross Heart. Wherever I tossed him. Oh, there he is. Well, I don't honestly think Dross Heart's a very good hireling. He will have his purposes. He will have his uses. Okay, so we were looking for the level 8 Fergus. Oh, here we have 2 of them. Okay, let's toss our unused flower contracts in here. And throw these back in here. Question on the hireling contract rule. Do these hirelings expire? You cannot... the way hirelings work is any hireling that has a blue border around it is a store-bought hireling, and they will expire. Anyone that is a gold seal hireling will also expire. The only ones that do not are the permanent gold seal hirelings, and they'll say permanent, like Illyri says permanent. And those are the ones that you get for like expansions and shit. So these are like, well, these aren't gold seals, but this is one that is kind of related to the store because you can actually buy that, or you could buy it at one point. But she doesn't act like normal store gold seals, as it says she's a permanent, so she never expires. But she does act like other, where did I put... Hold on, I'm confusing myself. Let's open these back up. Weren't we grabbing the flower? But I don't see that we had grabbed flower. Wait, no. Hold on. Fergus is who we were looking for. There we go. Fergus. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to get that out of there. We're going to put this here. I'm going to put this here. So now I have more hirelings running with me than I have slots for hirelings. So the way this is going to roll is if I need a trapper, I'll bring out Froggo. If I don't really need a trapper, I might still bring Froggo out anyway because he does more damage than Illyri does. And I can summon Illyri. Well, I can summon any of them anywhere. So there's like 3 kind of hirelings out there in the game. There are the ones you buy for vendors. They last an hour of game time, like playing in a quest game time or in a wilderness game time versus being in a public area. And you can only run one of those at once, and you can only summon them at the entrance of the wilderness or quest. Then there's the gold seal hirelings. Now, there's a couple different kinds of those. There are the ones that you buy from the store for DDO points, and those last an hour like the vendor ones that you buy for platinum. But you can summon them anywhere in a quest. They do expire after an hour of game time, of play time. And the other difference is you can summon them anywhere in the quest. So anywhere in the quest you can summon them. And the other cool thing about them is you can bring in a hireling up to 2 levels above you into a quest. But if you're doing something like this special event, that may mess up whether or not a moat will spawn or not. So you want to be careful about summoning hires above your level if you're doing hardcore league, or if you're doing something where the XP or the rewards will get messed up by having somebody in your party who's above the level you're supposed to be running or you're trying to run it at. So you want to be careful about that. And then finally, the third kind of hireling is the ones you get for buying an expansion of some kind. Such as if you bought the Sinister Secret of Saltmarsh, at certain tiers you got Froggo, the rogue hire. And an expansion hireling is one that doesn't expire at all, is a gold seal in that you can summon them anywhere in the dungeon, but with a couple of exceptions, notably the Owlbear, you can only summon them at the level that quest is. The Owlbear is a little bit different. It allows you to summon it 2 levels lower than its actual level, so it gets you the ability to use it kind of like a gold seal, but the Owlbear is the only one that I have that does that. But anywho, right, I need to put those back. Yeah, I need to put those back. Alright, I need to throw this in, throw this in, throw that in, throw that in, throw that in. Oh my god, my bank is full. Shit. Let me grab this. Make the space and throw this in. And I'll drink the pot. Okay. I have an important decision to start making. I need to clean the bank out, honestly. That's what I need to do more than anything else. Anyhow, I've also been streaming for 3.5 hours, and I kind of want to go rest. I have an errand to run tomorrow, which involves packing up a fold-up wooden chair that's very nice design, very nice chair that a friend of mine had left behind when we did Ranger Mood here in my town. So, I'm going to go hang out in other people's streams. I'm going to recommend either Jamjar, Devilor, or Thadrius. Any one of those three are good streamers, good people to hang out with. And I have actually met 2 of those 3 people in real life. Devilor and his soon-to-be Mrs. Cherry Babam. And the Jamjar, who's British. And Laura and Cherry live in California. Laura used to work for Blizzard. And Thadrius, I believe, he's a Texas boy. So, his chat is always fun because he's talking about making tamales and empanadas, and his girlfriend is a cook of some renown, and oh my god. So, food talk in their channel always happens. Anyhow, I need to get going. Y'all be good. If you can't be good at it. I will be back tomorrow night, causing some more trouble. I'm going to keep playing tonight on this character. And as you can see, I'm playing... So I'm going to start the Feywild thing. I actually love the Feywild expansion a lot. So I expect to do pretty well. And by running everything on hard, I don't expect any trouble. Alright. I'm going to go. Y'all be good. Talk to you later. Bye!